Let's discuss some attacks on packet filtering firewalls and the appropriate countermeasures. The first attack is source IP address spoofing. Here, the attacker transmits packets from an outside host, but with a source IP address field containing the address of an internal host. That is, the attacker spoofs the packet's source IP address as if it is from an internal host. The attacker hopes that the use of a spoofed internal source IP address will allow the firewall to let the packet pass. The firewall is typically configured to let traffic from one internal host to another to pass through. The countermeasure is to discard packets with an inside source IP address if the packet arrives on an external interface. In fact, this countermeasure is often implemented at the router external to the firewall. That is, when the router receives packet from the internet, it will check whether the source IP address is correct. If the source IP address is an internal IP address, the router should know that this IP address is spoofed because the router just received this packet from the internet, meaning an external host. A related attack is the source routing attacks. Here, the attacker specifies the route that a packet should take as it crosses the internet, and the attacker hopes that this will bypass security measures and checks along the way. A countermeasure is for the firewall or the router to discard all packets that use this option. Another attack is a tiny fragment attack. Here, the attacker uses the IP fragmentation option to create extremely small fragments and forces the TCP header information into separate packet fragments. This attack is designed to circumvent filtering rules that depend on TCP header information. Typically, a packet filter will make a filtering decision based on the first fragment of a packet. The attacker here hopes that the filtering firewall examines only the first fragment and that the remaining fragments are passed through. This attack can be defeated by enforcing that the first fragment of a packet must contain a predefined minimum amount of transport header information. If the first fragment is rejected, then all the subsequent fragments should also be rejected.